Our plan is to drive an off-road route from the desert town of Cataviña to the Pacific coast across a portion of the Baja Divide Trail. What little we know about the actual route other than its approximate length was swept away by the knowing that it would take us to some of the most remote beaches in all of Baja. That alone was enough allure for us to pack enough provisions for a few days of travel and hit the dirt, following the tiny line on our map.
All right, let's get after it.
We've built a very capable truck, one that we have a lot of confidence in to do this type of remote overland travel. Things like this come at certain risk, however, when it's in a foreign country and without any real word on what lies ahead. So we would have to drive it to find out.
Throttled open.
We're hearing noises. Ah, yes. Everyone else look good?
I think so.
I think so.
Quite rattly.
Yeah. Corrugations are our arch nemesis. And there's a lot of them.
The road revealed some of its challenges within the first few miles. And for our rig aging nearly half a century, it was going to make things very interesting. For now, a constant watch on the vitals of the engine and the symphony of creaks and cracks from the camper would be our move.
I think that looks like a nice spot for lunch.
So we've gone, I think, 30 or 40 miles into the route. We're about a third of the way to the water. And it's awesome out here.
It's beautiful. It's surprisingly so green, which is really refreshing.
Yeah. It's like a cactus forest. It is a cactus forest.
And there's like these little stops on the way, which is really nice. Oh! It's actually, there's a toilet.
Ah!
How lovely.
It's the pooper.
Perhaps opening unknown doors in strange places isn't the wisest idea. Cacti known as cardones stand above 2 stories tall and age over 100 years. Underneath the giants lay the abstract forms of cacti we can only describe as Dr. Seuss-like. The tall, gangly tree, known as a boojum tree, curls in almost perfect Whoville fashion. It's slow going in our old rig, but the Chinook handles the terrain well, even when the road seemingly washes away completely.
We have company. I was going to tell you that we're at the El Chileno Rancho, but they're telling you instead.
We consider staying here for the night. But we also really want to get to the ocean today.
Found it, I think. The flowers.
Really?
Yeah, take a whiff of one of those bad boys.
Oh yeah, wow! What the heck?
Those are weed flowers.
That is a weed flower. That's amazing. Wow. Send us a picture of you with this sticker. We will send you something cool.
Something cool.
I don't know what yet, but something.
Just send you Matthew.
Despite the setting sun, we decided to make a big push to get to the coast tonight. Fighting the light of dusk and the bumpy terrain, we made our attempt.
Just came out of nowhere. Good job, babe. We made it to the ocean.
Waking up to the sound of waves, for us West Coasters, felt like home, and it made the grueling 7-hour drive the previous day all worth it. If the coastal portion of this route was going to be anything like the inland part, we knew we had to keep driving. Exploring secluded beaches on the coast of Baja sounded like a pretty good way to start the day.
think we found our beach spot.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
I'll wait for a wave.
The ocean has a profound way of clearing the mind and calming the heart. This part of the Pacific made us feel right at home.
Friends, fresh tropical fruit is the best. I don't know what else to call it. Oh my gosh. This one is banana mango starfruit. Oh, that's my new favorite for sure.
Stacy found some treasures.
Matthew says I'm only allowed to take one home.
One from each beach.
No, I'm taking more. That's... it's too much to...
We're gonna fill our entire truck.
Yeah.
They're really pretty.
The thing about traveling an off-road route like this in Baja is there's no one coming to your rescue. Even with satellite communication, it would take days for someone to come and recover us if something were to happen. Because of this remoteness, we had to apply an extra level of caution on section of roads where risk was involved. As we meandered down the coastal portion, we never found ourselves too far from a spot that required careful spotting and careful tire placement. This would become an increasingly popular routine as the route became more challenging. For now, we had a few more epic beaches to enjoy.
Stacy has quickly become the queen of guac, and we're also pretty good at finding lunch spots.
so stuck in there.
Everything is fossil. It's like everywhere. This whole cliff.
This whole cliff, like what?
Like this entire ledge.
The previous day had left us inspired, from the treasures we found to the incredible beaches that we explored. But the road was also more slow going than we had anticipated, and we did not make it as far as we had planned. This meant an extra night on the trail and a longer and more grueling drive for today. Still unaware of what laid ahead, we started our 55-kilometer drive back to the highway.
About 3/4 of the way through our route, and we are officially traveling inland again, leaving the ocean.
Yes, our noses are pointed to the highway, which is surreal.
Yeah, it'll be great to feel some highway kilometers. This road has been exceptionally awesome and also exceptionally bumpy.
Yeah.
And if you've driven any Baja back roads, you know all about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Every time I get out of the vehicle after a good section of the drive, I'm like seasick. But it is sad. It's sad to be leaving the ocean. I feel like every corner was an even more beautiful cove. So
I just couldn't help flying the drone. I put it up every 2 seconds because every beach is so beautiful.
Yeah.
The truck's been doing awesome. Honestly, it's just really impressed us. It's kind of taken a bit of a beating already.
And
But-
we're alone. We have not seen anyone.
Yeah, other than like a few fishermen.
Locals.
Yeah. You can tell this route, at least it feels like it's definitely mostly locals only.
Oh yeah, it's very, I mean, surprisingly maintained to an extent, but I mean
the roads exist.
yeah, they're there.
You won't see a lot of Sprinter vans out here though.
Yeah, it's crazy what having a vehicle like this can show you though, because I mean, we're not at a beach jam-packed with RVs right now. Like, we've been alone this whole time, which is really special.
Yeah. All right.
Time to go find some more wild parts of Baja.
Yep. Got to crush the last 60, 70 kilometers of inland driving. We'll see how that goes.
It's gonna go great.
Well, if we thought we had seen the worst of the roads, we were definitely in for a few surprises.
You gotta keep your wits about you out here. Just be driving along and all of a sudden the road's gone. This road is very off camber. Looks like we can kind of go down. Looks like a few other people have gone down into this ditch. It'll be a little bit more like flexy, but I'd prefer that to how off camber this gets, especially up there. You can zoom in and see that.
And another thing, the tire's bigger too, so you have more contact path on the ground, which you're going to want to grab whatever's under it. That's right.
How's the last leg of the trail going, Stace?
This is the longest leg. Oh man, it's one of those things where we were at the ocean and we were really excited about like being on the highway again, and now this road is taking so long. We're out of food.
I think our average speed is like,
oh gosh,
10 miles an hour.
not even.
Maybe.
It's a lot. And I never thought I'd say I'd be excited to see a highway.
Doesn't look bumpy on camera, but wow. It's bumpy. You're cool. Wow. Just enjoying the sun, huh? Enjoy your day.
It looks like we are eating cactuses for dinner tonight because the sun is setting and this is not a trail that we are willing to drive in the dark. We had made it about 30 kilometers of our approximate 60 kilometers left to the highway. So again, it was going to leave us one more day on this crazy road.
One of those roads that's easy to love and also easy to hate.
Like also really hard to hate because it's so beautiful, and that's what gets us every time.
There's one section on that shelf road where we were coming around the corner. There's like a brief GoPro clip of it when I was like, oh, I'm going to film the daisies.
Don't film the daisies.
And just on the corner of this shelf road, driver's side drop, there was a huge pothole, like where the road was just eroded. And the back driver tire dropped into it, lifted the front passenger tire off the ground. I just hit the gas because I was like, the cliff's over there. Mm-hmm. So I just hit the gas and it like lurched forward like this. And the whole camper was just like, grr, 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 grr. Oh, not yet. Oh, God. Whew.
Yeah, you guys friggin' hear that? Oh my God. Yeah, there's like, I know. I have to be reassured that the camper is attached to the chassis quite often, because at some points in that drive I thought it was just like
Fall off the back.
That our house is just gonna be rolling in this unique fashion down the hill.
All right, let's enjoy this sunset.
The morning of day 5. On our expected 2 to 3 day excursion, it felt like maybe we were never going to get off this trail and we should just create a homestead here in the middle of Baja. Yet again, we set out into the unknown territory, and at this point, we were expecting to be surprised. Well, the surprises didn't take long. At last, we were closing the gap between the dirt road and the pavement. This trip was incredible. What was planned to be 2 to 3 days turned into 5, and we feel like we've accomplished something great. What was supposed to be an off-road route to the ocean very quickly found a spot in our memory bank for when we gave in to the adventure. We had no choice but to surrender to the unknown, and it turned out to be the best decision that we've made on this trip so far. As we aired up the tires, it was easy to feel that we will be reminiscing on this trip for years to come. With equal parts certainty and uncertainty, it gave us everything that we wanted and everything we didn't know that we needed. So thank you, Baja, and thank you for watching. It would mean the world to us if you've been watching and are not subscribed to join our community by subscribing now. And also, smash that like button. If you're interested in a detailed write-up on this route, please check out our blog, and for behind-the-scenes content, you can find us on Patreon. Thank you for being here.